Get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. Flexing his muscle at the 30 and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now they try the right side here. He's to the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to...
And he'll get in! Touchdown, Buffalo! A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Will Lutz on for the point after. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Oh, some strong running. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. He'll look to throw. couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Cut!
They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Here we go! What?
They'll look to throw. And fighting down inside the 25. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Staying on his feet. And a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Flex round!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Come on, let's go! What, 90? What, 90?
They're going to look to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Third and 11, and some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. And the Bills getting set to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. And they'll go on the ground. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Rolling to his right. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back to Buffalo after this. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On first down, Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Gone, 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 gone.
And again, it's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. DJ Chark, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills will extend their lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A good pick up there, 26 yards.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Back to throw here. He's going to float this into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And they'll run it here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And incomplete on the deep ball. Mac Hollins the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. Aguilar has it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Come on, let's go. What? 9.
Now back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 18 yards there and a 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Watch 14, watch 14. Watch the curl, watch the curl.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90.
This is a giant. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, we got 4 down.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90. Ohio.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Dancing to his... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Andrew Billings able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Detroit! Detroit!
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Boy, you sure don't see that too often.
I guess you can't really call anything a gimme, but you figure with his track record, that's a sure thing. But it turns out, it's not the case.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Back now in Buffalo. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now looks to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll set up a throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Eagles on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4.
Flex round! Flex round!
He'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He gets it to Brown. Complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Ohio! Ohio!
He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here we go!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him. Complete. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'd be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game.
Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90!
They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
4 down, check, 4 down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive, eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. The run on 4th and goal from the 4 is stopped short. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. And now out come the Bills. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. second down. It's Drake. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A very solid gain of 27. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive